Confession of a man who lived 40 years in a happy marriage. You know, I've made it to 60, and for the longest time I thought I had it all figured out. Not fame, not fortune, but the stuff that really matters. A family. Every morning I woke up next to the woman I loved more than anything. She was my sunshine. Even on the tough days, I'd tell myself, it's all right. I'm not alone. She's here with me. I still remember the day we got married. She was walking toward me in that white dress, smiling, glowing. I cried, me, the guy who never cries. I remember our first crappy little apartment. Bare walls, barely any furniture. We laughed about it, called it our castle. I remember her sitting by our daughter's crib, singing lullabies. I'd watch them and think, this is happiness. This is what life's about. And always, there was him, my best friend. The guy I trusted like a brother. He was there when we started out, when we raised our kids, when we celebrated anniversaries. He raised his glass to our love. And I'd look at him and think, man, I'm lucky. Not everyone gets friends like this. 40 years I lived like that, convinced I'd built something solid, something true. Which is why the punch I got a few weeks ago damn near killed me. I found out I'd been lied to. Not once. Not by accident. Not some stupid mistake. But for years. She'd been cheating on me. With him. Imagine that, my wife, my best friend, the two people closest to me in the world. Together. And me? The third wheel in my own damn life. I'll never forget that night. We were sitting in the kitchen. I asked her straight out, tell me the truth. Is it real? She didn't say a word. I saw her hands shaking. She couldn't look me in the eye. Finally, she whispered, yes. But I never wanted you to find out. Didn't want me to find out. Not that it never happened. Not that she stopped. Just that I stayed blind. It felt like someone dumped a bucket of ice water over me. 40 years of my life crumbled in a single second. I sat there listening, and I swear I could feel my life split in two, before and after. I looked at her, and she wasn't the woman I held by the hand when our daughter was born. Not the woman I watched sunrises with by the ocean. Sitting across from me was a stranger. And worse. His shadow came between us. My so-called best friend. I remembered every damn cookout. Every fishing trip, every joke he cracked with my kids. And now I see it clear, the whole time, he was smiling at me while stealing my life. What hurts the most isn't even the cheating. It's the memory. They're poisoned now. I remember dancing with her on our anniversary, kissing her hand. And now I can't help but think, what was she thinking then? Was she thinking about him? Was she laughing inside at how blind I was? That kills me more than the affair itself, the fact that my past doesn't belong to me anymore. So I sit here in the dark, night after night. Asking myself, what now? I'm 60. I spent a lifetime believing in one story. Now I'm told it was a lie. What do you do with all those years? How do you move forward? And yet, after all the tears, all the anger, something strange hit me. Yeah, I'm broken. Yeah, it hurts worse than anything. But you know what? I'm free. Free from lies. Free from illusions. I still have my kids. I've got grandkids who run up yelling grandpa, and their love is real. No lies there. And I've still got me. Maybe, for the first damn time, I get to live for myself. I don't know if I can forgive her. I don't know if I even want to stay. But I do know this, I'm still alive. And as long as I'm alive, I've got a shot at writing a new chapter. Maybe not as long as the last one. But real. Honest. Without lies. So that's where I'm at, my friend. An old man who lost everything he believed in. But even in this darkness, there's still a light. I'm still here. I can still live. That night I couldn't sleep. In the dark, I pulled out the old photo album we'd kept for decades. On the cover, faded letters read, Our Wedding, 1982. I opened it and there she was, in her white dress, smiling, looking right at me. And there I was too, young, happy, with that spark in my eyes I can barely recognize now. And right next to me. Him. My best friend. His hand on my shoulder, smiling so damn warmly it hurt to look. I stared at that picture for a long time. And I thought, there they are, the two biggest traitors of my life. And here I am, the naive, happy fool who never knew he was standing between two people already stealing his future. I tried to tear the photo out, to throw it away. But my hand wouldn't move. Because in that picture was my past. Not just the lies. But also my real love, my children who came after, and the man I once was. I slid the photo back in, closed the album, and sat there with it on my knees. The tears just came on their own. And in that moment I realized, I can never get back the man in that picture. But I can decide who I'll be tomorrow. I stood up, walked to the window, and opened it. The night sky was lit by the moon. The cold air hit my face. And for the first time in weeks, I breathed deep. Yes, I was betrayed. Yes, my life as I knew it ended. But I'm still alive. And as long as I'm alive, I can still write a new story. My story. Without lies. But in reality, I'm devastated. And I don't know what to do next. This is my story. Thank you to everyone who was there with me during these few minutes.